Right guys, this is just a quick one, and this is like specifically for a race I was in tonight against a lad. The reason I'm doing this is a learning opportunity for him, I think. So I got really pissed off after being wiped out here, and I put it in the chat that I thought it was almost like a cheating move. So this is me, that's that lad behind. And he said this is he said this is on me, right? So let's have a look at the exit here. Let's play it. So this is on me. I'm taking a normal line. He decides to go this way and puts himself onto the grass. He said he's alongside. Let's have a look. Is he alongside? No, not really. I mean, we can't say that's alongside the car. He hasn't even overlapped. Probably just about my rear wheel. But anyway, let's play it on. And again, this is a learning opportunity for him and for everyone on LMU. This is just... Anyway, let's play it. So there's me. I end up getting wiped out, and he's adamant that that's on me. And this is the problem, I think, with sim racing. It was my own fault, right? I promised myself I wouldn't go back into a bronze ranked race, but I did, and yeah, you see the result. But either one of two things, right? And it's either he put himself into this position, and you know, at this point, like, you know, it's not going to work, and he can see the line that I'm on, and I'm entitled to be on this line, right? I got a bit of a bad exit off the chicane, but I'm entitled to be here, there's no question. Like, we're not even alongside. We're running into a closing gap. It's not as if he's alongside and I'm pushing him onto the grass. He's voluntarily taking himself onto the grass. This is the problem. And that's just yeah, there's my car there, just to kind of give a proper view. I'll say this, guys, right, in bronze, and there's a lot of people struggling with their safety right now. I'm fortunate enough to have gotten gold, no thanks to, you know, people like this, but in order to get gold, if that's where you want to go in LMU, you have to be in a position to avoid contacts and keep the car safe. Like, if we play this on a tiny bit more, like, at what point is this on me? Now, the worrying bit is I don't think he really believes that's on me. If he does, then there's a bigger problem. You know, now I questioned it. I thought, well, maybe he was alongside and maybe I didn't realise, but I wouldn't have, you know, it just didn't seem that way. But yeah, as you can see here, like, he's not alongside, and he's put himself into a position where the right thing to do is just ease off the throttle, falling behind, or he can say, right, I'm going to get this position and it's going to cost the car in front spinning out in order to do it, because there's no other outcome here. Either we both die or I die. And as we see, yeah, there's a contact on the back of my car. It brings me in. It puts himself into the barrier, and yeah, the rest is history. So again, a learning opportunity for anyone in bronze. You know, situations like this, just back off the throttle. You know, if you think, you know, a door is closing, and you know, if we go back a bit, if I'm in this position, like, if I'm the red car, I'm expecting the guy in front to drift across to block off the inside down into the next corner. It's the natural line. Anyone with half a brain cell is doing that. Anyone in the red car with half a brain cell knows that's going to happen. And what you're going to do is you're going to go across this side, or even tuck in behind and get the slipstream into the next corner. But you don't put yourself in a position where you're essentially committed to a move that is never really on. And at this point, he's taken to the grass. I'm still on my line. He's not alongside, so, you know, he's not entitled to racing room. He only manages to get partially alongside by taking to the grass, and, you know, you could argue that that's not alongside, let's be honest. And you know, the only reason he got there was because of, like I say, putting himself on the grass. And then after that, he makes a contact that, you know, the writing's on the wall, that puts himself into the barrier, spins me out completely, and ruins the race. So, yeah, let's just look at it again from maybe the bonnet cam. Yeah, and yeah, and continued on, like made no attempt to back out of it, and when he went onto the grass, made no attempt to hit the brake. So, in my mind, it was kind of maybe semi-intentional. Like, I don't think anyone can be that bad to, you know, end up in that position and continue full throttle, thinking that, you know, that's good. I think it was, you know, he realised he couldn't get the move done, got a bit angry, felt I was going to squeeze him, which in reality I didn't. I just took the line that would force him to think of a different line. He didn't want to do it, didn't like that I'd done it, and decided to go for a passive-aggressive kill. Or at least that's what it looks like, especially given the fact that, you know, in the chat afterwards he was like, that's on you, as in it was my fault, but, you know, in reality, it's clearly not. And hopefully, if he watches this, that he learns from it. Because we were all there. Like, when I started sim racing, I'd done stupid moves like this as well. If this was in a league, that would be a ban for a race, or else it would be a penalty being carried into the next round. You know, yeah, if you've done that in a league, like any of the leagues that I've participated in, it'd be a minimum a time penalty for the next round or the current round, depending on what way it's being run. But given the severity of it and the carelessness of it, most likely we would lean on a ban for a race, or at least a qualifying ban. But anyway, yeah, that's it, guys. Like I say, this is not to call out the person that done it. This is so people can learn. Because I wish I had shit like this when I was starting off sim racing. And you have to look at this objectively. Like, if I cut across him and he was alongside and I squeezed him onto the grass, I would put my hand up. But honestly, like, I've enough experience now, and I've been in sim racing for many years, that I know not to do it, because, you know, nobody wins, and you have to get to a point where you accept a lost position. So if I was losing that position, I would accept it's gone. If he's alongside, I'm not going to squeeze. Likewise, if you're the attacking driver, you have to be willing to accept when the move hasn't worked and back out of it. I've done it loads of times. It's frustrating. You get a good run, but the door is just closed, and you can't continue like this. You can't do this shit, man. You just can't. Anyway, look, we'll leave it there. Let me know what you think, actually. You know, I will say one thing, and just a second before the contact happened, I thought, I'm going to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, because he's a quick enough driver. I thought, you know, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not going to do anything stupid. Like, he's quick, so I associate quickness with good racecraft, and, you know, and I guess that's my mistake, because, you know, how many quick drivers do we see that just cannot race? They're in hot lap mode, driving as if there's no other car around them, similar to this, right? So yeah, I mean, maybe me giving the benefit of the doubt was my own downfall. But at the same time, like, you have to race. And I thought, like given my car position, I thought it was obvious to anyone that there's no gap there. But, you know, he tries it anyway and ends up putting himself onto the grass, and yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that's the worrying bit. Like, even when he hits the barrier, like, bouncing back out, like, keeps the throttle absolutely buried, knowing that he's going to inflict more damage on me. So it's like, if I'm going, I'm taking you with me, you know, which is not cool. It's not cool, but look, whatever. Anyway, guys, if you want to get out of bronze, silver, whatever, don't drive like that, and hopefully this is a lesson to people. But yeah, we'll leave it there, guys. I'll try and stick with gold from here on. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.